All right, guys, another one of my personal favorites, and also another very fundamental technique that you must know, I always say as a white belt, is an arm in guillotine, okay? No arm guillotine is very simple. We're not going to cover that today. If you can do an arm in guillotine, you can do a no arm guillotine, no problem. All right? So for this one, partner's got the hands on the hips, a very common controlling posture. What I'm going to do to get the hands onto the mat or swing the hands, okay, by putting my hands under her wrist, bring my knees to my chest, get her to post onto the mat. As I do that, she's going to post onto the mat, and then I'm going to isolate whichever side I want to attack. From this position here, I'm going to isolate the right side by controlling the right wrist. I'm actually going to open up my guard like I'm going for a kimura or a bump over sweep. As I do that, note how I'm going to rotate and scoot my hips back. Very important that I push off of the mat, bringing my butt back, giving myself exposure and separation so I can sit up on my forearm and my butt here. From here, I'm going to sit up and come over the shoulder like I'm going for my kimura. As I sit up, I can even thread the arm through. I'm going to post back on my hand, and I might even scoot my butt back a little further. It'll make sense here in a second. Okay. From this position here, the biggest issue and mistake that's made is as people start locking around the neck, they fall back before they connect their hands. And that's exactly why we need to be sitting on our butt so our partner can't push us down. So as I come around the neck, and I lock around, I want to be able to rotate my hips in the opposite direction. So I take my foot and my hand and scoot my hips to the complete opposite side. Note how I'm sitting up into a crunch position here. I'm not falling back. So as I sit up, there's no concern of me falling without locking my hands. From this position here, I'm going to lock, okay, right on the wrist, okay, right where the wrist and the palm connect. That's exactly where I want to connect my hands. I want the blade pointing right under the neck, right under the chin. Okay? So right as I look to connect my hands, blade is pointing up. Okay? I have a nice lock over top of the arm. I'm going to drop my left elbow, which is my choking elbow, down, and bring my right elbow up, all while tucking my chin to the neck. So as I start falling, I want to fall and rotate all towards the choking side, which is my left side. I want to do a crunch. I don't want to fall straight back. So I rotate, I start closing my guard, I'm tucking my chin, everything's locked nice and tight. And the finish here, note how my right elbow is going to flare up, my left elbow is going to come down, and I'm just going to kind of arc my back and crunch everything together at once for the nice quick tap. Again, we'll do this on the other side. Swim under, knees to the chest. Isolating the wrist, open up and push your hips back. Fake for the kimura, post on the hand, lock around the neck. As you come around the neck, notice how my blade is going to be pointing up. I'm going to rotate my hips opposite direction while sitting up. I'm not falling back, sitting up. Connect my hands and look at how my elbow is high here. I'm going to bring my choking elbow down and my other elbow up. Now, as I crunch everything in, I'm going to rotate hard to my right side. Closing my guard, and look at how I'm doing the crunch here, okay? Locking everything together, chin to the back of the neck, very important. Not here, but here. And to finish, a little bit of a crunch, and we get the tap. From another angle, sit up, post on the hand, come around to the neck. Again, if you feel like you're going to fall back at any time, you can always take your foot and push and scoot out. Never falling back until you connect your hands. Also, another detail, even if you have short legs, you never want to leave your legs wide onto the mat because once again they can pass. You always want to try to pinch your knees together. Even if it doesn't feel tight, this is going to be much harder to pass. From here, once again, connecting the hands, blade is up, and I really like to hit the first inch of my wrist when I go for my guillotine, whether it's arm in or no arm. Drop the elbow, raise the other elbow up, and look how I'm rotating everything to my left side, tucking the chin, okay, nice and tight, rotating my elbow up, and getting my tap. Real speed.